Shalom, everyone. Shalom, shalom, shalom. These are the teachings of Yahuah, our Elohim. And this is the true history of our people, Yashriel. Here is one of many reasons why we must read scripture for ourselves. It is written,
Study to show yourself approved unto ELOHIYM, a workman that needs not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Timotheus Shani, 2 Timothy, 2:15 Sefer. Yahuah our ELOHIYM teaches us that we must study his Torah, for wisdom, understanding and knowledge. In doing so bring us closer to salvation. Moreover we must prepare and prove ourselves to Yah, and not mankind, to him.
now the key word in this verse is we must study to show yourself approved to who? Elohim, not mankind, not me, not the pastor, not the church, but to study yourself approved to him who created the heavens and the earth. Okay, now this is chapter 6, Judges. And Yashriel did evil in the sight of Yahuah once again. This was a going trend in ancient times with our ancestors. And we do this now today. Okay, here it is, Judges chapter 6, verse 1.
And the children of Yasharel did evil in the sight of Yahuah, and Yahuah delivered them into the hand of Midian 7 years. And the hand of Midian prevailed against Yasharel, and because of the Midyaniym the children of Yasharel made them the dens which are in the mountains, and caves, and strongholds. And so it was, when Yasharel had sown, that the Midyaniym came up, and the ELOHIYM, and the children of the east, even they came up against them, and they encamped against them, and destroyed the increase of the earth, till you come unto Gaza, and left no sustenance for Yasharel, neither sheep, nor ox, nor ass. For they came up with their cattle in their tents, and they came as grasshoppers for multitude, for both they and their camels were without number, and they entered into the land to destroy it. Shophachim, Judges, 6-1-5 Sefer.
So Yahuah our Elohim punished Yashriel because of the evil that they did in the sight of Yahuah our Elohim. And you might wonder, what kind of evil did they do? It says they did evil in the sight of Yahuah our Elohim. So here's some of the things, among many things, that Yashriel did to provoke the wrath of Yahuah our Elohim. So our ancestors, Yashriel, they bowed themselves to idols. And this is something that happens now today. People bow down to idols. Things made of man's hands. Made of wood, stone, gold. Things of this nature. The children of Yashriel also worship the sun. This is the same thing that the other nations did. They worship things that were in the heavens above us. And people do that now today. The children of Yashriel did rituals too. This is what the Gentiles did. Do we do rituals today? We do rituals every year. Christmas is a ritual. It's done every year. And it has nothing to do with the Messiah. Easter, we do that every year. Has nothing to do with the Messiah. Doing the research, you will find that it started by the Gentiles. That's a ritual. The Hebrews, our ancestors, started worshiping the moon too. And this happens now today. Today, this is happening. Because we don't see it, don't mean it's not happening. Is it not true that scripture says there's nothing new under the sun? Yes, and this is also true. Yashriel started sacrificing their children to idols. This happens now today. Today, this is happening. Just think about this. Just think about this for 1 minute. How many men, women, and children go missing without a trace? Just think about that. Yes, Yashriel also burned incense to idols. Now, scripture do speak of burning incense, but there's a right way and then there's a wrong way. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. And in Exodus chapter 30 explains the right way. So in the Catholic Church, they walk around with a censer on a chain and they're swinging it around as they walk through the aisles, walking around in the church. Is that the right way? Read Exodus chapter 30 and tell me, is that the right way? So now with that being said, let me continue on with Judges chapter 6.
And Yasharel was greatly impoverished because of the Midyaniym, and the children of Yasharel cried unto Yahuah. And it came to pass, when the children of Yasharel cried unto Yahuah because of the Midyaniym, that Yahuah sent a prophet unto the children of Yasharel, which said unto them, Thus says Yahuah Elohai of Yasharel, I brought you up from Midyaniym, and brought you forth out of the house of bondage, and I delivered you out of the hand of the Midyaniym, and out of the hand of all that oppressed you, and drove them out from before you, and gave you their land, and I said unto you, I am Yahuah ELOHIYM, fear not the Elohai of the Amorim, in whose land ye dwell, but ye have not obeyed my voice. Shophachim, Judges, 6-10 Sefer.
So Yashriel once again cries out in prayer to Yahuah, our Elohim, for salvation because they're enslaved by their enemies. And Yahuah our Elohim sends a prophet to save them, to bring them out of bondage. This is also a going trend throughout Scripture. Our people sin. Yahuah Elohim punishes them. Then they cry. Then Yahuah hears their cries. And then Yahuah Elohim sends a prophet and saves them out of bondage. Now, if that ain't long suffering, I don't know what long suffering is. Praises to Yahuah our Elohim.
And there came an angel of Yahuah, and sat under an oak which was in Ophrah, that pertained unto Joash the Abihah Ezri, and his son Gideon threshed wheat by the winepress, to hide it from the Midyaniym. And the angel of Yahuah appeared unto him, and said unto him, Yahuah is with you, you mighty man of valor. And Gideon said unto him, O my Adonai, if Yahuah be with us, why then is all this befallen us? And where be all his miracles which our fathers told us of, saying, Did not Yahuah bring us up from Midyaniym? But now Yahuah has forsaken us, and delivered us into the hands of the Midyaniym. And Yahuah looked upon him, and said, Go in this your might, and you shall save Yasharel from the hand of the Midyaniym. Have not I sent you? And he said unto him, O my Adonai, wherewith shall I save Yasharel? Behold, my family is poor in Manasseh, and I am the least in my father's house. Shofachim, Judges, 6:11-15 Sefer.
So Yahuwah sends an angel to speak to Gideon and to give him instructions from Yahuwah Elohim on what he's to do to bring Yashriel, the Hebrews, out of bondage, and to not to really fear, because Yahuwah Elohim will be with him.
And Yahuwah said unto him, Surely I will be with you, and you shall smite the Midyaniym as one man. And he said unto him, If now I have found grace in your sight, then show me a sign that you talk with me. Depart not hence, I pray you, until I come unto you, and bring forth my present, and set it before you. And he said, I will tarry until you come again. And Gideon went in, and made ready a kid, and matzah cakes of an ephah of flour, the flesh he put in a basket, and he put the broth in a pot, and brought it out unto him under the oak, and presented it. And the angel of Elohim said unto him, Take the flesh and the matzah cakes, and lay them upon this rock, and pour out the broth. And he did so. Shofachim, Judges, 6:16-20 Sefer.
Now there's something to be learned from this verse. It was real wise for Gideon to check and prove that he was getting instructions from Yahuwah Elohim. It is not a sin to ask questions from the Creator. It is not a sin to be assured that you're not speaking to a evil spirit, being misled and redirected. So this is what Gideon did. He wanted to prove that he was talking to an angel of Yahuwah and getting instructions from Yahuwah Elohim. And there's nothing wrong with asking questions to the Most High. There's nothing wrong with asking questions and to prove that it is He that is giving you instructions. Because people today in 2022, I hear pastors say this, I hear people say this, that Yahuwah, our Elohim, spoke to them and said this. Or Yahuwah, our Elohim, spoke to them and told them to do this. And they take that as face value. Did that really happen? Did Yahuwah Elohim really speak to these people? I don't know. Did they check to make sure that it was Yahuwah who was giving them these instructions? Did they ask for signs? I don't know. But these are the things that we must do, and it's wise to do so. Because Satan, demons, and all that worship him, they masquerade as angels of light. So we must be sure.
Then the angel of Yahuwah put forth the end of the staff that was in his hand, and touched the flesh and the matzah cakes, and there rose up fire out of the rock, and consumed the flesh and the matzah cakes. Then the angel of Yahuwah departed out of his sight. And when Gideon perceived that he was an angel of Yahuwah, Gideon said, Alas, O Adonai Yahuwah! For because I have seen an angel of Yahuwah face to face. And Yahuwah said unto him, Peace be unto you, fear not, you shall not die. Then Gideon built an altar there unto Yahuwah, and called it Yahuwah Shalom. Unto this day it is yet an offer of the Abihah Ezrim. And it came to pass the same night, that Yahuwah said unto him, Take your father's young bullock, even the second bullock of 7 years old, and throw down the altar of Baal that your father has, and cut down the Asherah pole that is by it, Shofachim, Judges, 6:21-25 Sefer, and build an altar unto Yahuwah ELOHIYM upon the top of this rock, in the ordered place, and take the second bullock, and offer an ascending smoke sacrifice with the wood of the Asherah pole which you shall cut down. Then Gideon took 10 men of his servants, and did as Yahuwah had said unto him. And so it was, because he feared his father's household, and the men of the city, that he could not do it by day, that he did it by night. And when the men of the city arose early in the morning, behold, the altar of Baal was cast down, And the Asherah pole was cut down that was by it, and the second bullock was offered upon the altar that was built. And they said one to another, Who has done this thing? And when they inquired and asked, they said, Gideon the son of Joash has done this thing. Shophachim, Judges, 6:26-29 Sepher. Then the men of the city said unto Joash, Bring out your son, that he may die, because he has cast down the altar of Baal, and because he has cut down the Asherah pole that was by it. And Joash said unto all that stood against him, Will ye plead for Baal? Will ye save him? He that will plead for him, let him be put to death while it is yet morning. If he be an ELOHIYM, let him plead for himself, because one has cast down his altar. Therefore on that day he called him Yerubbaal, saying, Let Baal plead against him, because he has thrown down his altar. Then all the Midyaniym and the ELOHIYM and the children of the east were gathered together, and went over, and pitched in the valley of Yezreel. But the Ruach Yahuah came upon Gideon, and he blew a shofar, and Abiezer was gathered after him. Shophachim, Judges, 6:30-34 Sepher. And he sent messengers throughout all Manasseh, who also was gathered after him. And he sent messengers unto Asher, and unto Zebulun, and unto Naphtali, and they came up to meet them. And Gideon said unto ELOHIYM, If you will save Yasharel by my hand, as you have said, behold, I will put a fleece of wool in the floor, and if the dew be on the fleece only, and it be dry upon all the earth beside, then shall I know that you will save Yasharel by my hand, as you have said. And it was so, for he rose up early on the morrow, and thrust the fleece together, and wringed the dew out of the fleece, a bowl full of water. And Gideon said unto ELOHIYM, Let not your anger be hot against me, and I will speak but this once, let me prove, I pray you, but this once with the fleece, let it now be dry only upon the fleece, and upon all the ground let there be dew. Shophachim, Judges, 6:35-39 Sepher.
So now once again Gideon wanted a sign from Yahuah to prove that the instructions that was given to him was still coming from Yahuah Elohim. See, he asked for a sign. Now I wanted to do the people of today that say they heard the voice of Yahuah Elohim. Do they say, he showed me a sign? I wonder.
And ELOHIYM did so that night, for it was dry upon the fleece only, and there was dew on all the ground. Shophachim, Judges, 6:40 Sepher.
So that concludes chapter 6 of Judges. This is the true history of our ancestors, Yashrael. We are the Hebrews. We are the children of Yashrael. And these are the teachings of Yahuah, our Elohim. These are his teachings left for us to study so that we may learn to be a workman, not to be ashamed, and to rightly divide the word of truth. We are Yehuda in America. We are Judah. Shalom. Shalom, everyone. Shalom, shalom, shalom.